Welcome to the Donnie Simpson Show. I am Donnie, and I have a guy on the show today that I'm so excited to meet. I'm telling you, this young brother is so bad, so talented, so gifted. I told him if I could sing like him, I would never talk anymore. I would sing everything. I'm serious. October London is with us today.
Thank you.
How you
Thank
doing, brother?
Thank you for having me, man. I appreciate being here.
Man, it's good to have you here,
Thank
man.
you. Thank you.
I'm telling you, I'm so excited. I got to tell you this. I actually had an operation yesterday.
Okay.
And you know, I probably could have pushed it back, but it would have been a couple of months. I said, but I got October on. I said, well, you know what? Man, I'm still doing. I'm not moving the show back or anything. We're doing it. So maybe I get a camera to show it. I got stitches all across the back of my neck, man. I had a little mass on my neck, and I had to get it looked at. And it's nothing. It wasn't cancerous or anything.
Okay.
So, but I still had them remove it.
Oh,
but
wow.
you look, you know, you can't see the back of your head.
Yeah,
so somebody
yeah.
took a picture. I said, damn, look like they sewed my head back on.
Back on?
Right. Look like Frankenstein bit me, man. You know.
Hey, I wouldn't have missed this though for the world. I would have just came up to the hospital room. That's all. I'd have came to the surgery room. We just did it right there.
That would have been awesome.
I'd have been right there next
awesome
to you.
to do that.
No problem.
But it's scary, man. It's like, you know what it reminded me of when I saw it? I said, man, it looked like I had that funk neck. That Rick James had for rocking too hard years ago. They fixed my funk neck. But man, it's so good to have you on the show.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here.
What a gift.
Thank you.
What a gift God has given you, man.
Yeah, God is good.
Oh, all the time,
all
brother.
the time.
So where are you from?
I'm from South Bend, Indiana, home of, you know, Notre Dame, fighting Irish. I had to say it. I had to, you know?
Yeah, of course.
I had to.
I get it.
Yeah.
Well, we had one of your imports from there. Joe Theismann played here in Washington, of course.
Okay. Yeah.
I think it was Theismann when he was playing.
I believe so. I keep saying Theismann, so I don't. Yeah,
well, he changed it to pronunciation to rhyme with Heisman.
Oh, okay. All right.
Right.
I can't be mad at that. I can't.
Oh, not at all.
Sometimes you could be extra. You know, you could be a little extra. You deserve it.
And Joe is cool people, man. He's a friend of mine, as a matter of fact. And you would love him because he's a good golfer.
Oh, nice.
And I understand that's your game, too.
Yeah, I golf. I you know, no other sport, you know.
No other sport?
No, when I was a kid, I played basketball. And, you know, football didn't seem like it was I wasn't big enough for football like that. So, you know.
Well, it's funny because when we were walking in the studio, I was walking behind you, and I said, he's an athlete. I don't know what the sport is.
A lot of my friends say that. They say that I have an athletic build. A lot of them say that.
No question.
Or maybe they don't. I don't know. I could be lying. I don't know. Could be something that we're going to talk about later in the sprinter.
No, you do, man. Are you a big football fan?
A little bit. I was when Tom Brady was playing.
Oh.
You know.
Tom was the man.
Tom was the man, yeah.
And I got to tell you, man, it was... Well, he won, what, 7? Or was it? Yeah.
I think it's 7, yeah.
Is it 7? It took me to the 5th to give it up, to 6th, actually, to give it up for him.
Really?
Because I always held on to Joe Montana. Joe Montana was the best that I ever saw.
I mean, come on.
But then finally, man, after number 6, I said, man, you guys stop fighting
Like, you can have it. Yeah, you can have it. Just get, you know, they have that, you know, whole compare, even with Jordan and the Kobe thing and all that, so everybody's always going to, you know, talk about championships all day. But
no question,
Tom Brady,
man.
the GOAT.
But I think that that's going to be one of those unbeatable records that, you know, like DiMaggio's 56-game hitting streak or Ted Williams batting 400, that 75, 80 years from now, they'll be talking about this.
Right.
I mean, how do you win that many Super Bowls as a quarterback?
Yeah.
It's just, I mean, look at Mahomes, as good as he is. He's got, what, 3? You got a long ways to go, man.
A long way to go. And you can only hope to get that far, as far as at least Tom did, you know, so.
And then the other thing is that in the NFL, like every year it's a reset. You know what I mean? It's like every year, man, you start over. It's from scratch.
Yep.
You know,
it's just like being a musician too. We're always chasing Grammys, just like people are chasing championships.
Yeah.
You know, so.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to ask you about that because I know you've been nominated for a lot of awards.
Yeah.
You haven't won that many, and I don't mean that as an insult.
No,
but
no,
I want to ask you this question: does that matter to you?
I think it did a lot when I was coming up. I wanted those. I felt like if I didn't get that, then nobody would care.
Yeah.
And now I just obviously won my first Grammy. I have, you know, several NAACP awards. You know, I don't know. Now I'm more focused on the music. Not that I wasn't before, but I was really focused on just awards.
Yeah.
You know, maybe 5, 6 years ago. You know, I was like, no, I need to get a Grammy. I need to get, after one, I need to get 5, and that type of thing. Now I'm just like, okay, I have it. I'm like, you know what? Okay.
Once
cool.
you get it, it's
once you get it, it's like, all right, you really don't need to be crazy with it.
Yeah.
I don't need to fight for 6.
but you didn't really need it anyway. I mean,
No.
if that's, in my opinion, and I'll offer as evidence of that.
Yeah. Yeah.
The guy who means so much to you, Marvin
Right.
Gaye.
Right.
Marvin to get one till Sexual Healing.
Yeah.
That was his first Grammy.
Yeah.
Not what's going on, let's get it on.
Right. You would have thought
Not
that he
I
would have
want you, none of that.
Exactly. All of those deserve Grammys to me, in my eyes.
Yeah, without doubt.
Yeah.
So my point is that what did it matter?
Right.
That it didn't matter.
Right.
If, he's still Marvin Gaye.
He still sold out shows, all that. So
Right.
now, I think looking at that as an artist, I'm more, honed in on the crowd and the people and what they think of the songs, whether they move or not, instead of this thing that's going to sit on my mantle at home. you know? So
Right.
Yeah.
So what moves you when, like in the studio, when you're creating? Are you thinking about how this is going to move an audience, or is it about how it moves you? What moves you?
Well, first it's really about moving me, because I produce, I'm writing everything, I'm mixing, I'm mastering, and I'm engineering. So I'm doing it all at the same time, and I'm really quick at doing it. So it's just more of what moves me first, and I always start with the track first before I even start working on lyrics. And a lot of people can do that. They can start working on lyrics, start writing, and then figure it out. I can't do that, but I have to have the track first, and then the song pretty much tells me where that's going to go.
Yeah,
Are we on a road trip? Is it nighttime? Is it daytime? Are we in Italy? Are we in South Bend?
Are we on Mulholland Drive?
Are we on Mulholland Drive? Where are we going? Back to your place or my place? The same
got
thing.
you.
So it's
Right.
like you kind of fill that out, and then after that, and I always do the hook first, because the hook is that thing, that repetitive thing that you're going to hear consistently, the thing that you want to be infectious.
Right.
And then after that, the verses come, and it's a wrap after that. But it's always about what I feel first, and then after the song is done, I'm like, okay, who is this going to touch first? And that's how I kind of write music, and I do it so quick. Like Rebirth of Marvin was done, my first album, that was done I did it in a week.
Are you serious?
Yeah, the whole thing. And it was all pretty much, I want to say freestyle, because that word used pretty loosely, but it's just going up to the mic and just doing it. So nothing was written down at all. It was
You're
just
kidding
off
me.
the top. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. Back to Your Place was done in like an hour or less. Yeah.
So, that reminds me of, I remember the first time I heard of this kid named Prince.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah, right.
And Ray Parker Jr. was telling me about him. And he was telling me how prolific he was, and that he said, Donnie, I'm telling you, this guy will go in the studio at midnight and come out at 8 with 3 songs finished. That he knows where he wants to reverb, he knows all of that before he even goes in.
Yeah.
That sounds like the way you work.
Yeah, I wish I'd been able to work with him, because I think our fast pace going back and forth. The only person that really I've been in the studio that can work with, within that fast pace is Snoop. Snoop
Really?
works like that too. Yeah, absolutely. We'll go back and forth. We're competitive, and we're both Libras, so he'll get in there and come out and be like, "I'll give you a minute." And I'm like, that's all I need. Now I'll get in there and do it. So that it's a great camaraderie.
Wow.
Yeah.
So, how did you meet Snoop? Was it through Jazzy?
Yeah, it was through Jazzy Faye in about November, December of 2015. I was about to graduate truck driving school. I was going to be a truck driver. At 80 grand a year sounded great to me right there. I was
hear
like,
you.
let's go, And, I was about to finish that, and a friend of mine, he made a call to someone that made a call to him, and I got his number and texted him and was like, hey, I got these records. And at this point, he's this huge Atlanta producer. He's a producer worldwide anyway, but I'm thinking of Atlanta, so I'm like, I got a song for T.I., I got a song for Outkast if they coming back out with an album, I got a song for 2 Chainz. I'm thinking of any Atlanta artist. And then I just slid in one called Colorblind, and that I did like in the sound of Marvin Gaye as well. And he didn't tell me, but he was on his way to go link with Snoop and work on an album, I think, for him or his daughter or whichever. And he played that song. He played the other songs, and he played that one song, and Snoop was like, I gotta have this kid. He's like, sit still, sit tight. I'm going to meet with somebody. He did not tell me it was Snoop until the night before the Super Bowl. He had him call me.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Super Bowl 2016, yeah.
So what was that called like?
It's crazy, because I didn't think it was him, and this was before the whole AI thing. So if it was now, I'd be like, oh, that's AI click.
Yeah, right.
But then, when it's Snoop, when it's like, hey, what's up, big homie? It's Snoop Dogg. I'm like, okay, there's him. Nobody else can do that like that.
Nobody, man.
No,
One of a kind,
And he just
man.
said he was a fan of mine. He loved the song, and he was going to fly me out. And March 16, 2016, it was it.
Wow.
Yeah.
And so he signed you to his label, to Death Row.
Yeah. At that point,
that
it was Cadillac Records at that point.
Him and Jazzy's
Him
thing.
and Jazzy's thing, right.
Right.
Yeah, so it was a collaborative thing we were doing. And then, I stuck with Snoop for the long haul. And when he acquired Death Row, I was there in the studio when he got the call that deal was done.
Wow.
And he just turned around and was like, "You're the flagship for Death Row," which is crazy. It's crazy.
I know.
That's nuts.
I know. Well, I'm thinking on a couple of different levels.
Yeah.
That's nuts. I mean, because of their history in rap,
Right,
and then
right.
to have you, it's a whole different genre. It's a whole different thing.
Exactly. Tupac, Lady of Rage, Suge Knight,
Right.
Dre. You're thinking, great for you. You're going to probably acquire all these rappers. It's going to be huge. Great.
Yeah.
And he's just like, no. We're taking a different turn. And I'm like, oh, with what? He's like, you. I'm like, this isn't going to work. People are going to be mad. And it threw people for a loop at first.
Why do you think? Mad? Why? What do you mean?
Just because, people that grew up listening to Death Row, they wanted that, and people were saying that, he's going to have all these rappers, it's going to be hardcore rap, it's going to be all that. And as soon as they heard I was coming out, they're like, he doesn't look like a rapper at all. Like no tattoos, no,
Right.
no explicit lyrics like that, so, it was weird at first, but then people got a hold of it.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad they did. I'm glad Snoop saw that.
Yeah.
But that's kind of his spirit. It's funny when I hear like Delphonics or what other old stuff I listen to, man. Certain songs I always think of Snoop.
Yeah.
And I'm like, why? He's not from that, but he is. He's kind of an old soul.
He is.
He loves that.
He listens to old school more than anything.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Wow.
Yep.
Man. And he's featured on a couple of songs on your album.
He is. Yeah, he likes to jump on the album. He likes to surprise me. At first, I didn't have him on there, and then he just kind of jumped on it. I was like, oh, finally. I always want him on there.
Really?
He's a great advocate for my music and just what I'm doing, and just me being me.
Yeah, right.
That's the best part about being on Death Row.
Yeah, that you can be you. You can do.
I can do whatever.
Did you feel like before that, in the past, that people would try to mold you or shape you into what they wanted you to be?
Yeah, absolutely. He would sit me down in meetings that people didn't even know that I was the artist in that meeting that they were talking about. They're talking about me.
Wow.
And to hear them how they talked, they're like, oh yeah, the music's great, but he only has this many followers, or this many this, or this is on TikTok, or this is this, and he's just like arguing with them, like, yo, but did you hear the music? Like, we can build him up. And they're like, no, we're good. We don't want him. And he's going to have to go by our system, and we're going to have to mold him. It's going to take another 4 years. And Snoop was like, no, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. And I was like, I don't want that either. I can have my creative control, when it comes to videos or music. And I'm a multi-genre artist. So, I can call him and say, I'm in the mood to make pop records, I want to do a record with Taylor Swift. I want to do a record with Anderson .Paak. I want to do a record with D'Angelo. I can switch it up. And he's like, cool. Can't wait to hear it. There's no kickback,
How good is that?
Oh, it's unbelievable.
Yeah,
no
man.
artist really gets that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Creative freedom like that, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
I would assume that's where a What's Going On album or a Songs in the Key of Life, it comes out of that kind of freedom.
Exactly, 100%.
So when you're in these meetings and they're talking about you like that, though, I mean, it's got to hurt when you hear these things.
It's just frustrating. I think I felt like I was in a good position anyway.
Yeah.
I didn't want to leave anyway, so I really didn't even care. These labels that are coming in, they might be talking trash, or they might be talking good, but maybe the money's not right, or they want 6 years and want me for 6 years. Like, how long am I? And people can shelve you, and I'm not shelved. I'm the flagship, so it's great. I'm not gonna get shelved.
Right.
3 number ones under the belt too. Great. I'm just gonna keep pushing.
That's awesome, man.
Yeah.
And back to your place. I mean, that was number one for 9 weeks.
Yeah, a little bit longer maybe.
Was
I
it?
think. Yeah, might have been 13 weeks or
13?
something like that. Yeah, but it was on there. Yeah.
Man.
Then Mahalan came after that, and then She Keeps Calling right after that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. What did that feel like when you first went number one? The day you found out you were number one?
I was kind of just shocked.
Yeah.
I was shocked. I was like, okay. I knew the song was like good, but I really didn't want to put out the album at all, Rebirth of Marvin or Back to Your Place.
Why?
I didn't feel like that's what people wanted to hear. So I fought with Snoop on that album.
Really?
And he won the fight. He won the fight.
I'm sure you're glad he did.
He
now.
did. Absolutely. I was just
What were your reservations?
Yeah, I did it. I knew that he liked old school music. So when I'm going in the studio and I'm making this album, making this song, Back to Your Place was the first song that I made.
Yeah.
Off the album, and then I did the next one, and I was like, okay, and he loves it. I'm like, I'm just gonna do this for him. He can have it for himself to play. And so I just knocked it out, like, week done, and I was like, okay, it's over. And then I just put it in my hard drive, and I was like, okay, cool. Now I'm on to the real album. And he's like, well, real album, you already did it. It's done. I'm like, no, nobody wants to hear this. And so we went back and forth for a while. And then it was his idea to come up with the name The Rebirth of Marvin. I was like, oh, no, my career is over before it starts.
Why? Because you felt like you'd be compared to Marvin?
Yeah.
You didn't want, yeah.
And I didn't.
Yeah,
I thought Marvin Gaye Estate didn't like it at first.
I was going to ask you that. I wanted to know what they felt about it.
You know, they had their reservations.
Yeah.
But I think they just thought that I was trying to be Marvin.
Yeah.
And I'm no way, shape, or form. I was just in a vibe. It's creating that music first.
Yeah.
And then saying, well, I could do this that sounds like more me, or I could do it even to sound Lionel Richie or whoever, or what, you know, whatever it is.
Yeah, yeah.
It's the vibe of the song. And I'm like, I really hear, you know, that Marvin-esque flavor. So I'm just going to do that.
Yeah.
Remember, I didn't want to, I was like, I'm not going to put it out anyway.
Yeah.
And she just felt like it just sounded too much like him, and she kind of freaked out a little bit and went on air and said some things, but we hashed it out. Me and the family are great.
Yeah.
So, you know.
So they came around.
Oh yeah, we had a whole call with the family and everything. It was a great call.
Oh, good.
It was a great call. They gave me some of Marvin's items as well from his house.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Yep. So I'm happy with it.
Oh, that's awesome, man.
Yeah. But it was an album that wasn't supposed to come out, and Snoop,
Get out of here.
Snoop won it. Yeah.
It's, you know, there are all kinds of stories like that in the music business all the time. I mean, like how Berry Gordy fought Marvin on What's Going On. Didn't want that. And it only became what most consider the greatest album ever made.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it's just, it's just always stories like that,
Yeah.
man.
I wonder how that fight went. You know, back and forth.
Stevie won.
Yeah.
I mean, Stevie,
Marvin. Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
I mean, you know. So that was great.
Man.
That was great. We
Well,
had a great
the
record.
Stevie, I don't, you know, I wonder what his, if he had that kind of fight with Motown. He also, because you know, when he went into a deeper level, if you will,
Right.
You know, instead of just hit pop singles, it was,
Right.
you know, I mean,
Right.
I would imagine he had to fight for that kind of freedom. These concept albums,
Yeah.
like him and Marvin were doing,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. I heard Songs in the Key of Life weren't even supposed to come out. I don't think it was supposed to come out, that album, or
Really?
he was fighting for it, or something was happening with that album. I think he had made an album that he wanted to push, and he made this or that record out of nowhere, and then they were like, no, this is it. So I don't know. It's weird. Yeah, just heard that story maybe like a few days ago.
Really? Mm-hmm. That's incredible stories, man.
Yeah.
That should be a TV show right there. Well, stories in the record business.
Yeah.
Because it's just endless, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but you know, when I first heard it, I'm thinking like it's Rebirth of Marvin, of course, that's the name of the album, and the lead single, Back to Your Place. But when I listened to it, I said, but it's not all Marvin.
No.
No, it's far from that. I mean, you have other voices that you do.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
little
mean make you
pieces.
sound like a ventriloquist.
Yeah, no. I mean, it's little pieces. I grew up listening to Frankie Beverly and Mays and Marvin Gaye and the Isley Brothers, so
Yeah.
you hear little inflections of certain things.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, I just like to give the track what the track wants.
Yeah.
It's not about what I want. It's what the
Yeah.
track wants and what the track needs.
Yeah.
And then let everything else flow. Because if I try to think about it, if I were to sound like maybe Lionel Richie on that Back to Your Place record, it wouldn't have worked out.
No.
You know, I could have forced it,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
no.
yeah.
You know, so you got to kind of go with what the track wants.
I hear the whispers. Dramatics.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do what you do. Hear the dramatics there.
Yeah.
And then Snoop comes in on one song and he starts talking. It was just like the Shy Lights.
Yeah. He's just chill. He's just chill on the. Yeah.
So that's so Snoop. It's so classic.
Very, very,
You know.
very Snoop.
Wow.
Yeah.
So is this what? Well, other than being a truck driver for $80,000 a year, is this what you always wanted to do?
Yeah, for the most part. I'm into cars, so I wanted to be a car designer at one point, but that was a long
really?
time ago. I didn't know what I was going to have to do to do that, but
Yeah.
you know, truck driving seemed like I just like being on the road a lot. I like you know, taking road trips with family or friends. So I was like, oh, this would be cool.
Yeah.
So, you know, now when I'm pulling up my tour bus and there's 3 other ones behind me, I'm just like, wow, I could have been that other guy next to us at the pump, you know, like 5 days straight, you know, no shower, like just trying to make
Pushing
it. Cheetos and McDonald's, and, you know, I could have been that, but, you know.
Do you ever drive your tour bus?
No, I would though.
Yeah.
I would though, yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
Right. No, I get that, man.
Absolutely. I can drive it. So.
Yeah, yeah. But you come from a family of singers, right? Or musicians. Your mom, your dad.
My dad played guitar. He used to tour, and I think he opened up for Earth, Wind, and Fire, and a lot of other people. So, but
oh, really?
Yeah. He had gave it up around 29. And he became very successful, being a VP for Comcast Cable. So he did very well for himself, and I was trying to, be right there with him. But he was like, "Nope, you sound like you got a career in music. You're gonna stick to that."
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny because that's usually the opposite. People pushing their children away from the arts, into real jobs, trying to make some real money. Like that's a dream.
Yeah.
He was pushing you the other way.
Exactly. And I think that was his way of just giving, just kind of thinking back on his career and what it could have been if he would have just kept going and kept going. But he wanted to have a family and all that kind of stuff. So I'm happy he did it.
Yeah. What about your mom?
My mom, she was not, no musician, nothing like that. It's just my uncles and everything. They could just, like family singing and stuff like that. So, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool, man.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you ended up here. I'm telling you, what a blessing you are. To R&B in particular.
Thank you.
I mean, just you make a difference, man.
Thank you.
It's like we need you on that wall.
I'm just blessed to be here. Just among all these greats that I do shows with and all that. Meeting Charlie Wilson was crazy. That was,
really?
Yeah.
Was that the moment for you? I mean, in terms of meeting singers or people that you admire.
That was a great moment, one of the greatest. Yeah. I have a slew of obviously, celebrities and people that I've, met along the way, but Charlie was very nice.
Yeah.
He was just very nice, and he was just supportive. He was like, whenever you need me, just call me.
That's great, man.
Yeah. And I talk to him every now and again and catch up with him, and we're supposed to be doing a song together, so we're working on that. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He could, he doesn't slow down. So it's like I'm trying to keep up with him, and then he'll call me. I'm on tour now, and all that kind of stuff. So we're trying. Yeah.
Man, I would love to hear that.
Yeah.
I hear you have a song coming for Mama. Well, just dropped for Mother's Day.
Yeah, Mother's Day. Yeah. Yep. Song is called Mama. Yeah. We had to drop that, and really it was a dedication to Snoop's mom. After she passed, I ended up making that song and just kind of sat it for him, and he was like, I think we should put this on the album, on the second album.
Oh, wow.
So yeah.
How come there, not to knock Mama, I mean, it was, we were talking about before the show that there's no greater bond than that child to mother.
That's right.
That's gorilla glue.
That is. It really is.
I mean, dads go, but there's so many mama songs.
Yeah.
And every Father's Day, I think, we got like one. The Intruders. Well, not even the Intruders. I'll always love Mom. What am I thinking? The Winstons. Color Him Father.
Okay.
And that's about a father that wasn't even in the house.
So yeah, we need a song.
We need some daddy songs,
just
man.
Put me up to the task. I got you. I got you.
Please.
I'll do that. After tour. I'll do that.
Yeah, because we really don't. There's all kinds of mother songs.
Yeah,
man.
it is. It is. From Tupac to Boys to Men, like so many.
So many.
So, Mama comes first.
No, I get it, bro. I get
Dad's
it.
at work.
Yeah, I get it 100%, man.
Yeah.
You have some other projects coming up. Well, you told me you got you got another album coming.
Well, the album is out. It's called October Nights. October Nights, yeah. Yeah, that was actually She Keeps Calling, my third #1 single. That's what the album that it came off of.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, it's out right now. It's called October Nights, and it's available on all streaming platforms everywhere, Amazon, everywhere, iTunes, Spotify. Yeah.
Is the music business everything you thought it would be?
It's something. It's something. It's something. I get to see it from a real perspective because of Snoop. Artists don't get to see that. They're in the back. They tell them, no, go sit down, go enjoy yourself, go spend all your money, go hang out.
Yeah.
No, we'll do all this in here. We're gonna shut the door. Snoop has always had that door open. And I want you to hear this. I want you to see how they talk about you, how they see you. You're a product, politics, all that kind of stuff. So Snoop has shown me and taught me a lot. Absolutely. I would never leave Death Row. Why? I'd be messing myself up.
Wow.
Yep. So
Snoop keeps it real, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. I'll retire from Death Row.
Wow. Now that's something you never hear from an artist.
No. Name an artist that said, oh, I just love this label so much, I'm going to stay here forever.
Right.
They'll leave at a drop of any bag that gets put in front of them, they'll leave.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. But nothing's worth that creative control. You got to have it.
Yeah, right. Absolutely.
Got to.
Man.
Yeah. Yep.
It's Snoop, man, you got to admire him. I think about Snoop all the time, man. Just, well, so many rappers that one thing that they never get credit for is their ability to make money. Okay, it's like they brought that hustle from the streets to the industry, man.
Yeah.
I mean, and so many streams, from clothing lines to water to alcohol, gaming.
Yeah.
I mean, just all kinds. Snoop is just, I mean,
He's
just
everywhere.
him alone.
He's everywhere.
He's everywhere.
I think he's on the General car insurance commercials now too at Shaq. He's doing insurance now. Yeah, exactly. We even have the kids show that we have called Doggyland.
Yeah.
We're doing that as well. So I'm part owner in that.
Wow, that's awesome, man.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yeah.
But the thing I love about it too is that, I've always been one that believes in second chances.
Yeah.
And you think back to Snoop, with those murder charges against him all those years ago.
Right.
And when Madison Avenue would not touch anyone with any kind of a hint of dirt on them.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden Snoop is selling Chryslers with Lee Iacocca and cooking with Martha Stewart.
Yep.
I love that. And I think that opens the doors for so many others, that don't have that Madison Avenue kind of background.
Right.
I think he just changed the game in ways that I'm not sure he gets credit for.
Right. He did. They did. A lot of artists, they'll mess up, do something, and then they'll get out and they're trying to change it again and again. It's just repetitive, just cycle of negativity and just in the news and TMZ and Snoop, he was like, that was it.
That was it.
I mean, that'd scare you to death, right?
Yeah.
You're going to go away forever.
Right.
We would never have any of the albums that we have, the Drop It Like It's Hot, the Gin and Juice, none of that stuff. Like, we wouldn't have all this stuff, So I think he got a grasp of that, just his freedom being taken away and was like, you know what, I need to change all this. And he did.
Yeah, he did, man.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, you got to respect that, man.
You got to. And he gets better and better every year.
Yeah. And last year, you couldn't get away from him. He was everywhere.
Yep.
Just everywhere with the Olympics and he's got so many other things that Snoop was just it got to the point where I was wondering, I wonder if he worries about oversaturation.
You would think, but I guess not.
I don't
they
think
love
so.
him. Even Shaq. Shaq's everywhere too. So maybe it's they just once you love somebody that much, he's one of the biggest stars in the world.
Yeah.
So.
But here in America, it's always been different to me. Once you love somebody, like here in America, it's kind of what have you done for me lately, for the most part.
Yeah.
But there have been a lot of artists through the years that would go over to Europe, for instance, and would never come back.
Yeah.
Or Japan, because in those cultures, once they love you, it's for life.
It's for life. They're lifers.
For life.
Absolutely. We just came back. Me and my crew just came back from overseas, and we sold out every single show.
Where were you?
It was quick. We're in Amsterdam. We're in London. We're in several places. I'm in so many places now. I'm like, man, where was I at? But yeah, we were a lot of places, and we sold out every single show. They came out, and they tried to sing every word. Some of it was a language barrier, but they just rocked with it. They just love real music. They love it. They love it. So they want me to come back. I think we're going to end up going back again later on this year, hopefully. So.
Yeah. Man, first time I went to London was with Frankie Beverly.
Oh, wow.
Because he was on the show on Video Soul with me, and he was telling me how big they were. And this was after the show. We're just talking. He says, man, we're bigger than the Beatles over there. And you go, yeah, right. Okay. He says, I'm serious. You should come see. I said,
wow.
All right, let's go. We went over 3 weeks later, man. Bruh, I'm telling you, it was crazy October.
Wow.
Crazy. First of all, everywhere we went that first day, man, every store, all they're playing on the radio is Maze. That's all you heard, nonstop. People come up to me out of the clip, going to see Maze tonight? Got my ticket. They don't even know me. The Beatles had sold out Hammersmith Odeon 14 nights. That was the record. Frankie sold it out 17. It was unbelievable, man.
Wow.
Unbelievable. And the audience makeup was 85% white.
What?
You would never see that here in America
No,
for Frankie.
no. No.
Yeah.
It'd be the other way around.
Yeah. And they would come up, one thing he loved, that they would come up to you with old pictures or record jackets or whatever it might be that he hadn't seen in ages, forgotten them. They got all that stuff. They love our music so much, man.
Yeah.
In other cultures, much more than they do here.
Yep, absolutely, absolutely. I've sold more just vinyls overseas than anywhere. I mean, it's selling. The Rebirth of Marvin vinyls are selling, but overseas, they were lined out the door for those vinyls. Sold out several times, even at the shows. It's like, we got vinyls? Okay, never mind. 5 minutes, they're gone. They're gone. So they love it over there. They love it. I love the people over there.
Yeah. Were you surprised? I mean, when I know I would be freaking.
Yeah.
If, a kid growing up always wanting to do this, and then all of a sudden, all around the world, they love you.
Yeah,
what does that feel like?
It still freaks me out. So I'm like, nah, I got to be waking up in a minute.
Yeah.
I got to be waking up like, oh, got to go to work. That was all a dream. Got to go.
Go get my rig.
Let me go get my rig. Let's get out of here. Let's go. Like, I just, for some reason, I just still can't believe it, because I've only been really, truly out like that. I've been with Snoop since 2016, but me being out, it's only been a couple years. That's what's crazy.
Yeah.
That's what's crazy. So it's still blowing me away.
But the record industry can be so fast, can't? I mean, it can be so instant, man. You can become a hit. But usually you've been at it, like every overnight sensation.
Yeah.
Took them 20. That overnight was like 20 years.
Yeah, I just graduated my 20th year of doing music, so I know it's been 20 years. Like, look, it took me a long time. Like, overnight success. Like, no, far from it.
Yeah,
far from it. Even being with Snoop, I've been with him almost 9 years, so it still took 9 years to have that. To have that for me.
Yeah.
The other ones were for him. I'm doing backgrounds on him, I'm touring with him all the time. So I was out there getting my name out there, but for me, this is, in the last couple of years, it's been crazy.
Yeah. Who would you say is your biggest influence musically?
Oh, depends. Like I said, I'm a multi-genre artist, so and when you're talking, when you're talking soul, I have to give it to D'Angelo. I love D'Angelo. When you're talking about, R&B at its finest, I'm gonna go R. Kelly all day. I'm gonna go R. Kelly all day. It's the writing, it's the musicianship. When you're talking about acoustic, one of my favorites is John Mayer. And when you're talking about a queen that I call a queen, Sade.
Absolutely.
So, you got your Maxwell's too. I just talked to Maxwell a couple of days ago. Like, that's one of my favorite artists too. So
Max is good people, man.
Great artists to look up to, as far as music-wise.
Yeah. Yeah. God. Well, you listen to some gifted people, man.
Yeah, absolutely.
Wow. And this video that really caught my attention that I love, and it's a Black Man in America.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's quite a statement.
Yeah.
And I guess all people of color right now in America, but this is just so powerful. How many years ago did you do that?
That was almost 8 years ago, I think.
Was that with Snoop also?
Yeah. So that was when I first got with Snoop. Released that. Yeah, it had to have been around the 2017 time. Yep.
That's powerful, man.
Yeah, I wish that song could have got out a little bit more.
Yeah.
To be honest, I wish I could probably redo it and we put it out, roll it out again, maybe on the next album or something. But I feel like it should come out, should be out.
Oh, I agree.
People should see it.
Oh, I agree, man. That's why I wanted to play it today.
Yeah.
Because it just blew me away. I didn't know about it. I just knew from reading, from getting ready for the show. I was like, well, what's this? Black Man in America. Let me check this out.
Yeah.
And the video, it just all blew me away, man.
Yeah.
So this is so on point. Unfortunately, it seems to be on point at any point in our history.
Yep.
In this country.
Yep. That song is relevant to yesterday, years, years from now. It's gonna, it's like that.
I fit the description.
Yeah.
Right. Have we all fit the description?
Fit the description, yeah,
right.
Exactly.
I got stopped in LA once, man. I fit the description. Somebody just robbed a bank. So the description is, black between the ages of 5'2" and 8'10".
You probably had a golf hat on. They're like, I don't look
right.
like I'm not stealing any money with my golf gear on right now. Like, come on, man.
Man.
Come on.
Yeah. Black Man in America, man. You really captured there. And then that last image, I love how it transforms into the
boat. Yeah. Snoop was on it with that one, man. He's a co-director for that. So.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Yeah. So tell me more about the kids project that you're doing with Snoop.
Yeah. Me and Snoop have a show called Doggyland. It's owned by me, Snoop, and Claude Brooks. We've been just doing so well with it. It's about a million subscribers, a little over 1 million subscribers now.
Oh, really?
And it's blown up. Kids love it, and now we're even showing it all across the globe.
Yeah.
Right now, so it's in Africa, it's in Asia, it's everywhere. So it's blowing up.
Wow. Who came up with the concept?
I want to give that to Snoop.
Yeah.
Because Snoop kind of brought me. You know, we're in the studio and he came in. He said, you know, we should make a kids record. You want to make a kids record? I was like, yeah, sure. And he just left out the room. I made one and called him back in the room. I was like, check it out. And he was like, I like that. Can you do another one? I was like, yes, I can do another one. Came back. I was like, good. I was like, oh, that's another one. I was like, you want me to do another one? He was like, wait a minute. Let me call Claude. So he called Claude up, and Claude came over to the studio, and he was like, I think we have some. I think we should get a kids show designed, and him and Claude came up with the logistics for it and everything. And I just kept cranking out songs and cranking out songs, and you know, I'm writing on there. I also voiced the character Woofy.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So we all have our characters in it, and it's blown up. Love it. Yeah.
You know, I see the more we talk, I see why you want to stay in that creative environment, man.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know?
Exactly. Wouldn't be able to do all these things jumping around and like have my own bourbon out, you know. So it's like
you do?
I have my own bourbon out as well. Yeah, you can go to octobersbourbon.com. Yep. Yep. I have a whole bunch of stuff. See how you can do it with creative control? And no label on your back, you know, you can do whatever you want, you know. Even artists that I work with, like Walter West, Trip Cambridge, you know, me and Mike Letter did, friend of mine, Mike Letter, we did a song called Eternity for the Color Purple soundtrack. So we're able to move around. I'm able to bring my team and my people with me. Otherwise, you know, labels, before when I was going to sign with another label, I thought about it. You know, they were like, well, you can't do that. You can't work with some of your friends and stuff like that. So, you know, but I'm with a great team.
No restrictions.
No restrictions.
And that's the way you feel. I mean, like, no restrictions.
Yep, that's right. Yep. I'm free.
Oh my God. I mean, I would imagine some of the other friends that you have, other artists in the business, have to just.
Yep. I keep telling them when their contract's over, just come to Death Row. Come on.
Well, you're a good ambassador for them, that's for sure, man.
Yeah.
Wow. And a great ambassador for music in general, but R&B in particular for me. Just, man, I just love that you exist and that you're doing what you do, man. I really do. I was very excited to have you on the show today.
I was excited too, yeah, for sure.
Really just love you, man.
Yeah, and thank you. You're the king. You've been in the game for a long time.
Oh,
man.
Thank you, brother.
Yes, absolutely.
Yep. Well, man, thanks for coming, man.
Thank you. Thank you.
Really a pleasure, man, and hope you get to ride in your truck one day, even if just for a weekend.
I'll pull up and get you if I do. You know, just for a weekend, let's go. And I'll have that father song for you too next time I see you.
Okay.
Come on.
And bring your clubs.
That's right.
Because we're going to go out and play. That's my game too, bro.
I'm ready. Let's go.
Okay.
Let's go.
All right. Thank you, October.
Thank you.
Appreciate you. All right. October London, my guest here on the Donnie Simpson Show. Thank you so much for watching. We appreciate you. Hope you'll join us again next time. Till then, remember to shoot for the moon. And even if you miss, you'll be among the stars. God bless you. Peace.